NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The first down throw for Winston. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Gain of 21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Preston Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Winston's pass intended for Sterling Shepard. Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 43.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown, Washington. Preston Williams. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants going to take over again on offense.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
9-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Preston Williams doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Yeah, the Giants ready to come out now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
These guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
New York Giants.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Jameis now on first down. And this one complete right side to Funches. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it first and goal at the 7. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Gerald Everett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over first and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. He's airing it out for, and this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Preston Williams. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
His kick.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, just stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
His throw incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The second down throw for Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Third and long for Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to, and this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Albert O. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Winston now to throw on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Throwing on second and long. Winston out left. He's got it to Everett. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Gerald Everett.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Winston from the gun on third down. It's caught. Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 39-yard line.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
To number 84.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Albert Okuebuna, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 20.
A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
Make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. From the 29, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And he's going to go down again.
Jameis Winston sacked.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Albert O on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mack off the draw play. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Here it comes. Here we go.
Now Winston. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting...
He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Complete.
Albert Okuebuna on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's able to put it through. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He completes this one to Mack. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. And Winston lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
By Washington.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look at...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
To
Steven Sims Jr. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Now the try here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just two plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On the give, this is Mack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And
this will be caught at the 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
Complete to Albert.
So the ball down to the 16 here.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
With this Washington 63.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Look at Washington as they come onto the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now Haskins on 1st down. He's going to take another, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington.
Haskins.
A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play big-time result.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Winston sacked.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Winston. He'll find Everett there, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
1st down, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
22-yard line.
To the air again with Winston. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run the draw play with Mack. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Gano the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And he returns this to the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Washington ready to try again on offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
A big play there. 78 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Marlon Mack now heading back out there.
And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Now Winston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Shepard. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. As a former DB,
You might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Haskins pass.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And the Washington first down.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
On the deep
After
ball.
the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Haskins. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Haskins pass.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 47's the mark.
A first down throw for Winston.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Mike, 47. Army. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston caught right side is Jeffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And 8.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly
That-
clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
24-yard line.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to fire, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
Complete to number 8.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 57 yards. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
To number 80.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jameis now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daron Payne in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daron Payne racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's go, team.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
A big play there. 57 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And he knocks it through. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now this one complete on the slant route. He's at the 50. 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Down the throw here, complete on the right sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for all.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Kick is good.
Good job, good job.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
To number 80.
A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
He steps out of
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
47 Mike, 47. Here we go.
Again, it's Winston. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Daron Payne, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
3rd and long for Winston. And some room to maneuver.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
7 yards the pickup there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Winston. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Daron Payne in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Let's get off the field. Both sevens, Mike. Both sevens.
Winston throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jameis Winston sacked. Taken down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. To throw, Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack.
Incomplete.
But it's going to be second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
A second down throw for Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down, but congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Gano now, following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Washington.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Ready?
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Winston lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
For the extra point.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. 57's the Mike.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Open man here, Sims, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown, Washington.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
Back at the 18-yard line.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
A 7-yard.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Throwing, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Winston.
Picked off by Ronald Darby.
By Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Haskins going to try to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the